Here's what's new for the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Welcome everybody to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here, and Apple has announced the Apple Watch Ultra 2, the second generation of its ultra premium sporty smartwatch. I'm going to walk you through all the biggest new changes to this device before it even launches. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Starting out with that display. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 has a new peak brightness of 3000 nits, the brightest display Apple has ever created for a smartwatch. That's 50% brighter at its peak than the original first generation Apple Watch with a peak brightness of only 2000 nits. This can be especially useful when you're outside. Like the Apple Watch Series 9, it can also drop down to only 1 nit when it's low, which is great for when you're someplace dark and dim, like inside of a movie theater. Inside the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is Apple's new S9 SiP or SiP. Apple's system in package is what runs the entire Apple Watch and has a bunch of different components, and these lead to all new features and experiences for the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Of course, the S9 is much faster. It is the fastest Apple Watch in years, and this is the first time Apple has upgraded the processing speed in 3 years on the Apple Watch. It's a 64-bit dual-core processor. It still has Apple's W3 chip, but has a new second-generation ultra-wideband chip. Apple isn't calling it the U2 specifically, but it's basically the second generation of the U1, so more or less the U2. And it's used for some cool features. For example, you can now use precision finding on your Apple Watch to find your iPhone. So instead of just pinging it, you can actually use it to get directional navigation to wherever your phone is located. So if you don't want to make it ping, like you have a baby sleeping, you can still use your Apple Watch to find your iPhone with precision accuracy. It also has a new 4-core neural engine. This new faster neural engine is able to process machine learning tasks up to twice as fast as it could before. This is doing a bunch of different things across the Apple Watch, including using dictation far more accurately than it could in the past. Speaking of processing, the new Apple Watch Ultra 2 has on-device Siri thanks to the S9 SiP. With now on-device Siri, it makes Siri more responsive than it was in the past, and it's able to give you answers more quickly without having to check on data sources using internet or cellular. So it's really handy just to do all of that locally here on the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Plus, Siri can now access your health data on the Apple Watch. You can say things like log your medicine, you can check how much sleep you had last night, or you can check how you're doing on your move or fitness rings throughout the day. It's really easy to do all this just with your voice without having to interact with your Apple Watch. Plus, the Apple Watch doesn't have a full health app, so a lot of this data you couldn't get from the Apple Watch anyway, and you needed to move over to your iPhone. There's also a new tapping gesture. Just by tapping your fingers together, you can replace the primary button in many applications. For example, a phone call comes in, you just double tap to answer. When you're done, double tap to hang up. You can use it to snooze an alarm. You can use it to play or pause music. You can use it to trigger the shutter button inside of the remote camera app. Basically anything that has like one primary button when you open it can be replaced with this simple gesture that you can do one-handed without having to use your other one. It's a super easy way. Now, Apple did have this similarly as an accessibility feature on previous versions of Apple Watch, but this is far more baked into the OS and is now a primary feature versus something that is, an accessibility feature that had some different functionality. Before you can do things like scrolling, this is really just a new interface way that's enabled by the S9 SiP. Other changes include more internal storage. Apple has upped it from only 32 gigs to 64 gigs in the second generation Apple Watch Ultra. There's a new feature called Flashlight Boost. So when you're inside the flashlight, you can temporarily double the brightness of the flashlight just by scrolling on the digital crown. And there's a Modular Ultra watch face that takes advantage of the full Apple Watch Ultra display, putting data all the way around the edges of the display. It's the first one to do this, and it's available on the second generation Apple Watch Ultra. So that's it. Those are the biggest changes here to Apple Watch Ultra 2. A lot of this is enabled by the new S9 inside of this thing. It's extremely powerful and it's doing some really cool stuff. This is available to order right now at the link down below in the description. What do you guys think of the new Apple Watch Ultra 2? Is it a worthy upgrade or not? Let me know. There's also a whole bunch of new bands to go along with it, so check those out too, some fun new colors, and they're more eco-friendly than ever. Go ahead and stay tuned to Apple Insider. I have a lot more coverage of Apple's Wonderlust event coming your way.